Now, let me talk about the game design or what Nintendo intended to do in this game. The name of the director is Hidemaru Fujibayashi. Doesn't it sound elegant? So, he said in an interview that he used the map of Kyoto in order to have the sense of distance in the game. Since the headquarters of Nintendo are located in Kyoto, it was easier for them. Fujibayashi walked around Kyoto with his staff to measure how large the map would be compared to the moving performance of Link. He also said that they pasted Google Map photos onto the images of the game and estimated the walking distance to Nijo Castle, or how far it would take to walk from Kyoto Imperial Palace until you started seeing Kyoto Tower. And there's a person who recreated it. And the name of the person is Hobita-san. So I borrowed the image from his blog called Hobby Report. This is what Nintendo probably did as well. So, you see how Zelda is designed after the city of Kyoto. Then, Goron City would be equivalent to Mount Hiei, and the sea beyond that would actually be Lake Biwa. That's how they designed the world of Zelda. Now, there are towers in Zelda called Sheikah Towers. Sheikah Towers are super ancient towers that suddenly rose from the earth after Link awakened and now overlook the entire world. Remember how Fujibayashi said he had estimated how far he needed to walk from Kyoto Imperial Palace to be able to see Kyoto Tower? Of course, Sheikah Towers are inspired by Kyoto Tower. Then, what inspired Kyoto Tower? That Space Needle in Seattle. Like this, if you know where each design came from, things become so much more interesting. So Space Needle was built for the Seattle World Expo that was hosted around 1965. Then it became Kyoto Tower in the 1980s. Then it got a new life in a Nintendo game. Isn't that interesting? So, the message from me to those of you who haven't played the game yet is, you can treat it as a story in Japan. Say Nobunaga Oda and Taira no Masakado come back to the modern time as monsters and burn the entire Kinki region. They also steal the 4 sacred beasts, Suzaku, Genmu, Byakko, and Seiryu. The main character awakens at the Emperor Nintoku Mausoleum or Sakevat Rock in Nara and travels from one Jomon archaeological site to another and fights the enemies as he tries to unseal ancient super civilizations. Zelda is that kind of domestic story. It's not about a continent or a large country. It's a small-scale story about the age of civil wars in Japan. This is in Nara, but we don't know what this was made for. It's an archaeological site called Sakafuna Ishi, or Stone Vat Rock. It's this way. Sorry, that's the name of the site. And this is also an important design inspiration for the world of Zelda. Zelda took the designs from this, as well as the flame-shaped earthen vessel that I mentioned earlier. That's why it's not a story that involves a continent. Its scale is closer to the age of civil wars in Japan. If you imagine the Japanese TV series Sanada Maru, you'll have a good sense of how large Hyrule Kingdom is, and know how small the country is, as it doesn't occupy the entire continent. It's like one Japanese province with this kind of mountain and this type of archaeological site. So, Hyrule Kingdom has been fully prepared to fight against the neighbor countries, which is symbolized by Akala Citadel, an invincible fortress constructed near the east coast of the continent as an absolute defense line. 100 years ago, there was a magnificent battle that lasted until the very last night of the royal family died. So, I'm done with the miracle of Fort Hateno, and now I'll move on to the next topic, which is the tragic battle at Akala Citadel, which you can't watch without tears. But It's already 45 minutes. So let's finish the free part here.